Welcome to Lincoln, Nebraska, and a place some of the game's immortals have called home. Johnny the Jet, Frazier, Crouch, Rozier, and many, many more have built this big red legacy as this crowd is ready to cheer on their beloved Cornhuskers. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Blue Raiders offense will have the first possession of the game. And as we watch this wide receiver come onto the field, when you have a dude like this, you find ways to get him the ball over and over again, no matter what the defense tries to take away.
Yeah, because the defense can't win. Whether you double team him, we're still going to win. And they're going to give him the ball on quick passes. They're going to throw it deep, and they're going to take advantage of him every opportunity they can. They will feed him. They will feature him because he's just that good.
From the gun, the running back has it. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent. Establish the run game early on offense.
He'll pull it down and run. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off and get what I can get.
He's brought down at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for a first down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Swings it out to the flat. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the...
Fires and picked off. Bringing it back. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a moment.
It's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
On first down, here comes this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got him downfield. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and... Touchdown, Husker! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. From the shotgun, they'll run it. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
And this offense has got it all right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of...
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football, because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
At the 40, there he goes. And he's brought down after a nice game. When you're called Corn Huskers, you're like a big red thrashing machine, and you're going to get it done on the ground.
Just going to chew up the ground yards. Just going to eat you up, play physical, be different. And that's what Nebraska fans want. Throwback to the old days, the glory days, and they want some of that here in this recent history.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. The Cornhuskers are on the move. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds a man on the left. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. And the Huskers line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Looking to move it through the air. Forced out of the pocket. And the pass is incomplete, and that wraps up the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. And that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time it's complete. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to get it through the air. It's complete to the right. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They keep attacking through the air. Pocket starts to collapse. Got his man downfield. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
This senior quarterback knows how to take a hit and still deliver a completion. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jason. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Got his man down the middle. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And the O will stay out there and go for it on 4th and inches. Try to get it on the ground. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. From that spot on the field, you had to expect them to go for it, and it worked out.
Why the heck would you not go for it? I mean, I almost want to go for it on every part of the field, but especially once you start to get this deep in territory, but you also...
And it's picked off right at the goal line. Trying to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Loss of 2. Brings up 2nd down.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Keep it on the ground. Turns it on at midfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. He's going to pass. Quickly complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that one is picked up in the end zone. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
Well, the quarterback on that one put a lot of air under the ball. The problem is it gave the defender time to get his head around and locate it. And because of that, he was able to come away with the interception.
Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Grab near the marker. It's Ferguson. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Getting some heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Makes the grab. It's Henderson. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch past the sticks. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Pressure coming. He's got his man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the run. Oh, that's him grabbing air. Oh, my, circle. Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the 1st down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him...
Oh, it's loose. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Well, what a great job by the defense, securing the...
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
1st down here for the offense. He'll start this drive firing. Gets it out fast. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Carter. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one. I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys to come out here in the second half and start making some plays.
They'll throw it on first down. Trying to get to it. And the quarterback is snowed under.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that side.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Just about set for the second half kickoff.
Number 17, set to kick off.
On the move from inside his 5. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Now the play fake. Gets away from one. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative.
Flying down the right side. The 40. He's at the 30. The 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
There's usually two different thought processes when I'm backed up towards my own goal. Run it, create more space, or take a big shot and try to make a big play. And did this offense ever make a big play? 90-plus yard touchdown. That is how you do it.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together.
Lost one deep down the right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. They're trying to get to it. He looks that one in nicely. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Big third down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on third down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him, and he can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends, it's so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. He's looking to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Snags it. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, MTSU.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end. but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. And with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Leaves it with the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Huskers will line up to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Looking for a block. It's Henderson. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a statement by the defense. Offense is trying to get physical. They're running power. They're pulling the backside guard, and you blow the play up in the backfield for a loss.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Coming after it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Blue Raiders! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
He'll pull it on the read. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, going up top. Grab near the marker. It's Gore. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting to his production.
And they got him for the sack.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
They'll run play action. Back open in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown, Nebraska. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Well, look what's happening now. Old Uncle Mo has hit the transfer portal and is changing sidelines. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out through the 25. Here comes the offense on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on third and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. First and 10. From the gun, the ground game. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense may be time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to throw for it. Got his man quickly. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Looking to go up top on first down. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, the offense is in that fringe area. This is a place where a lot of coordinators like to take shots. They tried one there, just weren't able to come up with it.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Trying to escape and get it himself. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's got it down the middle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. They'll give it to the back. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Snap it to the back. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
Touchdown, Middle Tennessee! And they've moved out front here in the 4th. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the... back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly. He makes a catch. Running toward the tape. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Makes the grab. It's Gore. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Huskers! They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
And it's good, and he pushes the lead to 3. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Houston is just getting blown off the field right now in H-Town, and at this rate, I'm not sure this won't get worse. They're trailing by 28 to TCU. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Using the quick game. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The defense will try to hold up one more time. Under 2 minutes to go. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes the catch down the right side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He's got his man. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down.
Well, there's no mystery who they're throwing the football to, but defenses still can't find a way to cover this guy. With that last catch, he now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the season.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Finds a man in the middle. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. Now the crowd responding in the red zone, trying to help this defense. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it.
Touchdown, Middle Tennessee! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch. In those big moments right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the 1st down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got his man on the right. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
The bad news, he didn't get the 1st down there. The good news, though, he got out of bounds, stopped the clock. They still have 1 timeout, so there's a lot of time still in this 2-minute situation to march down the field and get a score.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. It's on target and complete. He would love to have picked up the 1st down there, but saving the timeouts, saving the clock, much more important right now.
Yeah, that could save the game because now I can work the middle of the field still. Now I can still take those shots deep. When I get without timeouts and those start to dwindle, I get very predictable. So great job getting out of bounds.
They're moving quickly after that big 4th down conversion. Clock will roll when the ball is set. Finds the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Timeout called by the offense, 24 seconds left on the clock. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Down 4 late, they have to convert on 4th down to keep hope alive. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's not going to get there. A big stop for this defense on 4th down. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang it.